Now here on Granary Last, we are face to face. This fight had a chance there. He gets taken by Ninjanick though. Grape with this demo man might definitely be pretty tough for the opposition to deal with. Of course, they always have the option of switching to demo man themselves. Grape, nice pipes over the back. Doesn't hit him, but enough to kind of scare fight into submission.
Yeah, kind of interesting having Demo Man on this map. He can almost go up on one of the pipes if there's no one near him and just spit out stickies and just kind of lay traps. Might even be a viable solution. We'll see how he plays it as Demo. Kind of an interesting point for Demo, especially in a 2v2 format.
Yeah, if Fight can potentially get really close in on Grape here and keep those stickies away from him, he can do good damage. Right now he's trying to take the opposite route, which is stay back and get some pistol damage in. That seems to be working pretty good as he's scratched Grape down to 75. Now closing in, and Grape sticking with those stickies. Wow, it does finally get it in the end.
Got him well. So we might see a little bit of that, kind of long distance stick game, as I kind of alluded to. That's what I'm feeling, and it kind of works out for Grape to his advantage. He can just kind of sit back.
Yeah, and I think they need it. Wow, there we go. Fight gets on top of Grape, takes him out. So they're going to need to pick out Fight early. This is a equal fight here between Ninjanick and Red. Continues to be pretty equal until Red finally puts an end to it with a rocket over the top. Nick and Grape spawn together here on the lower pipe, trying to close down Fight, and Grape gets Red at the same time.
So how about Scout on this map as well? Very mobile and quick, and we've seen it's pretty good for getting up in the face of Grape, who goes down again. Kind of maybe a bit of an advantage for the Scouts.
Yeah, there we go. Nice kill there. Yeah, as long as they take out Grape, mid-range is really good for Demo Man, but Red has to get Fight off to a good start, or at least distract long enough. Nice pipe there, but Red going to finish things off with a shotgun. It's definitely, as we talked about, a little bit more strategical decisions in 2v2 MGE than there is just in solo MGE, although nonetheless there are still important decisions you got to make there.
I'm going to give a shout out in Twitch chat to one or two Fights guys who showed up. Sar showed up just now in Twitch chat.
Yeah, excellent. Big shout out to Sar. Met him at an Intel LAN Fest in Washington with actually also my homeboy Shockter, who I have a little bit more history with. But great guys. Those guys played on our team for the TF2 tournament. We were leading Czar around, heavy weapons guy for us, and just say, no, stand over here, stand over here. And he's a great guy. We had a good time there. Grape, nice pipes to get Red, and they take a 5-round lead. Definitely shout out to FITES.net if you want to learn more about this upcoming Fights LAN. Get your own tickets to attend. Grape and Ninjanick. Grape continuing to just do great work with this demo man, really controlling a lot of space right now. Oh my god! Yeah, Fight, as I say, is getting in his face, but then hits him with a huge air pipe there.
Yeah, we're looking at 11-4, so a little one-sided, and I don't know, maybe that... wow, Fight doing a great job, though, just getting up in Grape's face, but so far the demo strat really kind of working out.
Yeah, definitely, and Fight had a good opportunity there to get some close-range shotgun shots and seal that round, but couldn't quite close it.
So just in case you're tuning in, guys, this is the first map. Sorry to interrupt, eXtine. We're playing best of 3. Some people I know are maybe just coming over from other streams. This is the first map, and we got 13-4. Grape and Ninjanick looking good.
Yeah, a bit of a technical problem with Snake Water mid. We tried to start things off there, but actually glitched out. Now Ninjanick and Grape have definitely settled in here. Ninjanick can't hit the air shot on the Surfing Scout, but they do take a 10-point lead here on this. We will be playing best of 3 maps. This is the first time that we've seen the demo man so far by a team in our second match here of this event.
Now, eXtine, if you're getting ripped up by a demo, do you need to switch over to demo yourself? What's your thought there?
I don't know. I mean, it's tough to say. I think that, Ninjanick is a very talented soldier, as we've seen in the ulti-duo scenarios. Grape definitely doing well on demo man, and brings a different aspect. I mean, just right there, he's got really good long-range shots that he can get in. But I think that, if Fight and Red were a little bit more coordinated and try to jump in and attack a little bit cleaner, could be a little bit better off here. Certainly, though, this next map, maybe we'll see a demo man. It's tough to say, and it'll be interesting to see if other teams, run into Grape being such a dominant problem as well.
Yeah, so much of this has been Ninjanick, actually, too. I want to give him his due. He's been hitting great rockets and just playing fantastic Soldier. Maybe kind of his wheelhouse, playing Soldier in a 2v2 or 1v1.
Yeah, and you can't really 1v2, you know, the Demo Man Soldier combo. You really got to get in there and try to split them up and, you know, get an important kill early.
Yeah, but it looks like we're switching over now. As that first map has been decided, we're switching over to Viaduct mid, looks like. Maybe, possibly.
Yeah, looks like it. This should be a good map. A little bit more closer range, you know, particularly if Red, if they stick with the Scout here, you know, it's just a closer in map, so you should be able to get on top of Grape quickly. But again, if you give him time to figure out where you are, figure out where Ninjanick is, and coordinate that together, he's just going to stomp all over you. Looks like we might have double Scout. It's a pretty good call. They're going to have that speed on the ground, but they need to hit the shots there. They didn't really do much damage output to Grape and Ninjanick there.
Interesting choice.
Yeah, Soldier versus Scout is tough, but it's definitely doable. Grape getting cordoned off right now, isolated down, and that's definitely good to do there. Now Red and Fight can just try to take out Ninjanick alone. They do. That keeps things close here, so they're just down by 1 round at the start. Ninjanick goes down quick.
We spoke a little bit at the start about, you know, the meat shots by the Scouts, and if you're coordinating your scattergun shots with Scouts, it can be very dangerous, but you almost have to focus on one person at a time, which is maybe a bit of a disadvantage if you're rolling out double Scouts like this.
Yeah, it's tough as well for Grape to kind of have split attention. Right there, though, they got an early sticky that did good damage, and then they were just able to keep the Scouts out range. That's another thing, too, is that Grape's stickies are less effective once that distance has really been closed. Right now, though, Fight, 9 health versus 38. Could do it here, though. 2 pistol shots really gonna do the deed. Whips out the scattergun now. Takes out half of Nick's health, but goes down.
Yes, Fight. That's rough luck there. The Scouts trying to hold their own, but getting a little outclassed thus far.
Yeah,
interesting to see as one of them switch as we go along here. We are allowed to switch classes in the middle. You give up a point for it, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'm really, you know, it's the beginning of these fights as well. If Red and Fight take some damage early, then that puts them at a really big disadvantage. They need to close the distance on Grape and get inside his sticky range, as well as not, you know, die or take too much damage early. Fight did get Ninjanick, but now Grape with 100 health advantage.
Oof, lucky there. But we see what happens when Grape, if Grape gets in a situation where he has to keep reloading. Real easy for the Scouts to just swarm in on his face, and so he kind of has to protect himself and just kind of sticky everything.
Looks like we do have the Demo Man out here now by Fight. And we'll see, though, if they can adjust, though, to this change in strategy immediately and do something to counter Grape and Ninjanick here. Nice pipe over the top by Grape. And Red, very, very low on health.
Ooh,
ouch,
Grape killing it right now.
That was dirty, yeah.
9-3 right now for Ninjanick and Grape. Looking pretty good thus far. I don't want to get ahead, but Grape really playing great on demo so far. Fight trying to maybe pull even here.
Yeah, he's definitely doing, you know, what you need to do in this situation. Control territory, control space, and lay those stickies down in a protective manner. Oh, well, as well as some very nice prediction pipes. Good combo there. Just doing a lot of damage. Fight didn't really have too much impact in that.
You can kind of see Grape a little bit, sometimes just kind of backing up in a corner and just letting things come, oh wow, just come to him as we see another point there. 13-3, Fight Red having a real hard time here. They're playing all right, but Grape just really dominant with those demo weapons.
Yeah, the Viaduct middle with both Scouts was a good attempt.
Is he red cornered now? He's got nowhere to go, you know?
Yeah, it was a good attempt, you know, to try to switch to Demo Man here, or sorry, to try and run the double Scouts. But you know, now that they've switched off to Demo Man, now they're back on double Scouts, so they're going to try this again. It's still just tough here on Viaduct to close this distance on Grape. and just dodge those initial stickies as well. They're just taking, you know, damage early before they can really close the distance or make Grape use too much of his ammunition. Right here, they're nice and close in. They get red out here, but Fight still is so far away, and Grape's pipes have been really good. Now he's going to have to reload a bit, but Fight really should be trying to close the distance here. And
yeah, you gotta get in his face when you're a scout, and that's where you're gonna really shine. Get your scattergun in there and just meat shot.
Yeah.
And it goes. And so maybe fighting red, going back just to whatever they're comfortable with. Maybe they're more comfortable playing scouts. They probably felt that they had to bring out a demo, but maybe just gonna play with their, you know, what they feel better with.
Yeah, it's definitely tough to close that distance as a scout versus demo man. And again, talking about the differences between this and regular MGE. In regular MGE, you know, you're used to scout soldier, but scout demo man is definitely not something that happens very consistently, very often. It's a very tough matchup as well. I mean, those stickies are very powerful, and we might, you know, other teams watching definitely might start running a demo man now here.
Yeah,
you know, I think that's gonna be the answer.
It may be, and I know that a lot of these players and teams are watching what's going down so far, because like you say, 2v2 MGE, still pretty new, a new format. We're going to update the bracket here with another result and gear up for the next match, though.
Yep, without a doubt. Watermelon SpaceJam taking that in that 2-0 fashion.